Electromagnetic induction. Do you know, children, you can produce electricity with the help of magnet? Yes, but how? There was a scientist named Michael Faraday who, by his experiment, concluded that yes, we can produce electricity with the help of magnet also. He has done some experiments and has given two laws of Faraday. What he has done, he had taken a magnet and he had moved that magnet within a coil, and see, there is a deflection in the galvanometer, and you know that if there is deflection in the galvanometer, it indicates that there must be some current. So the current which is produced by the relative motion between the magnet and the coil is induced current. Okay, and the phenomena of producing this induced current with the help of relative motion between the coil and the magnet is called as electromagnetic induction. Relative motion means it is not compulsory that you will move the magnet only. You can keep the magnet stationary and you can move the coil also. In both the cases, the induced current will be produced, and this phenomena is called as electromagnetic induction. Clear, children? Now, there are some factors on which the magnitude of induced current, the direction of induced current depends. See, we have taken a solenoid. You all know what is a solenoid. The insulated copper wire winded over a hollow insulated cylinder, and in place of battery we will connect it with galvanometer. Now when the magnet is stationary, you are not moving the magnet. In that case there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. But as soon as you will bring the north pole near to the coil, what will happen? See, there is some deflection in the galvanometer and the current starts flowing in the coil. Similarly, when you will move the magnet away, the deflection will be there but in the opposite direction, and again if the velocity is 0, there will be no deflection. So the change in direction also changes the direction of induced current. As soon as you will change the polarities of the magnet, in that case also the direction of induced current will be reversed. If you will change the velocity of the magnet, movement of the magnet, in that case the magnitude of induced current will also, if you are increasing the velocity, then the magnitude will increase. So it also depends on the velocity, and as I have told you, it depends on the polarity also. If you will bring the south pole, then see, the direction of deflection gets opposite. So the direction of movement decides the direction of induced current. The polarities, it decides the direction of induced current, and the velocity, it decides the magnitude of induced current. So see, again I am telling you, case 1, if the magnet is stationary, there is no deflection in the galvanometer. And in case 2, if you are moving the north pole towards the one end of the solenoid, see, there is some deflection in the galvanometer. Okay, now if you will move away the magnet, the deflection will get opposite. So if the magnet is at rest, no deflection. If you will move the magnet towards the coil, there will be the deflection, and if you will move the magnet away from the coil, there will be the deflection but in the opposite direction. So these are the two laws. Whenever there is a change in the magnetic flux linked with the coil, an induced current will be produced, and the factors which decides the induced current is the change in magnetic flux and the time in which the flux changes, that means the velocity. And you can see how the induced current is produced. If you are bringing the magnet, the magnetic flux will change, as I have already told you what is magnetic flux, and the change in magnetic flux will produce induced current.